I want in the last 1 year, and from next week they will start telling us their propaganda. What have they done that has benefited the ordinary person? What have they done? In a span of 1 year, they have made millions more people back into multidimensional poverty. They have pushed millions more children into out of school because parents cannot pay for their school fees. They have put many more people hungry in 1 year. So what have you done? What have you done? I want government to tell us. Don't give me the story about, oh, they're just floating the dollar. It's all another deception. You increase the taxes, you hike the interest rate, and you borrow money thinking you'll prop the naira artificially, and you keep taxing everybody. This is exactly what he did, what the president did in Lagos. Tax, 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 tax. And the economic team, to me, honestly, look more like tax collectors than economists. Taxation does not grow economies. Only production does. They seem out of, they're out of their depth, to be honest. The common man does not see the way out. The last year has been a year of nothing but deception, destitution, and hopelessness.
By the way, when you listen to him carefully, you will know that Professor Usman is right about Tinubu administration. He's echoing the same sentiment held by Peter Obi and other well-meaning Nigerians who have spoken up about the trial and error experimented policies of the administration since assuming power. The only reason why they are not attacking him is because they feel he does not have the influence to influence the political decision in the north, unlike Peter Obi, whose voice can cause a lot of damage to their 2027 re-election bid. You know, everything about them is politics. By the way, remember how they attacked the northern elders that criticized the Tinubu government, saying they will not make the same mistake in 2027. It is not as if they did not see the sign. Everything was glaring that Tinubu government is going to be a disaster. Tinubu did not debate his policies. He dodged all the available debate. Dodging debates and town hall meetings with other aspirants was a sure way for Tinubu to hide his failure and lack of knowledge of Nigerian problems. If he had engaged in constructive debate with other candidates, it would have exposed his intelligence, his smartness, his temperament, and knowledge of the economy and security. It would have exposed his modus operandi and the technical ability on how he will solve the issues bedwelling the country. But he hid all that from Nigerians. Everything about him was blank. They saw all the signs, but choose to vote blindly. You know Nigerians, they just say, let's just vote him. He won't be as worse as Buhari. We will manage him. So that's why you see everyone seems to be complaining just barely 1 year in office because they never knew it would be this bad. As May 29 approaches, which will mark Tinubu 1 year in office, watch out for the propaganda they will push out. One thing APC is good at is dishing propaganda of high proportion. This has been their modus operandi. They've already started the propaganda, by the way, as their propaganda machine, which are the presidential spokesperson, have come out to say that the Nigerian purchasing power have increased. That's laughable, right? Just keep going. They will dish out more propaganda to Nigerians because it seems like Nigerians love the propaganda from the APC. As you can see, these people are far away from the reality, or maybe the right way to put it is that they know the truth, but they choose to lie through their teeth and play politics with the sufferings of Nigerians. The government of Tinubu simply cannot get its priority right. No vision, no game plan, no roadmap, just trial and error. Imagine spending a whopping 90 billion naira to subsidize pilgrimage. Pilgrimage. A pilgrimage that does not add a cent to the economy of the country, but rather depletes the economy. An exercise in futility. How many people will even benefit from this religious exercise? Not even up to 1 million persons. Guess how much they budgeted for the student loan? Just guess. 5 billion naira. 5 billion naira for students that are more than 1 million. Students whose academic acquisition will push the nation forward. But no, the government prioritized and paid in full 19 billion naira for religious activities over knowledge. The student loan, no one has been able to access it till date. Just look at the so-called people you call the government. Look at their priority. They choose religious activities because of politics. They want to pacify their support base. Of course, it's easier to coin a religious mind to vote for a fake government than an enlightened mind. Everything about them is politics. By the way, those attending this Hajj, will they come back and meet a robust economy, a secured Nigeria free from banditry, kidnapping, a well-equipped healthcare? Will inflation fall? Will all the issues being faced in the north, south, east, west magically go away? It's capital no. Why can't the government spend that money on something tangible that will make a difference in the life of Nigerians instead of wasting it on religious pilgrimage? Pilgrimage is a personal adventure. The result of benefit is personal. It is supposed to be attended by people who have the wherewithal to finance it, not at the expense of the poor people. The government have no business in sponsoring pilgrimage. It is an exercise in futility. Governance is not hard. It's only in Nigeria that they make it look like a rocket science. That is why you see the people hailing them for building roads or making appointments. Government and countries across the globe that experience worse than what Nigeria is experiencing, but they went about to turn the tide around and put their country on the path of progress and development. Look at Argentina. Argentina has similar story with Nigeria in times of inflation and high cost of living. A new government was installed almost the same time that a new government was installed in Nigeria. But their monthly inflation keep falling down for the past 6 months, now at 9% from 143% before the new government Javier Milei assumed office. But Tinubu met inflation at 22% and has taken it to 31% in just 9 months. As at the time of making this video, the inflation rate is closing to 40%. These are the tales of two governments. One set out his priority and vision out and go all out to achieve it. The other has no vision and priority. It's obvious there is something they are doing wrong. Don't deceive yourself that it will be better tomorrow. No, it will get worse. To get it right tomorrow, you have to start today doing the right thing. With this, tomorrow will be brighter. The future generation will benefit from what you did today. Where we are today is as a result of the wrongs the government did yesterday. They start on a wrong footing, awarding frivolous contracts, certifying ineffective cronies with juicy position ahead of competent ones. Just mention one bright minister in Tinubu administration that is doing the right thing. Absolutely none. So how do you expect that tomorrow will be better when everything wrong has been done today? We don't seem to learn from history. Let's take a cue from what happened to Yaradua. After he was flown abroad and died there, no president after him have thought it wise to build a standard hospital in Nigeria where presidents and other government officials will be treated. You see, bad government affects all and sundry, including the politicians. Imagine having an emergency and the person is flown abroad. The time it will take to get to Europe, West or Asia could have been used to treat the person here in Nigeria. Look at what happened in Iran. It took them more than 16 hours to locate their president after his plane crashed. They needed the help of Turkey to use laser to locate their president missing plane. This is a country that spent billions of dollars building missiles and sponsoring religious activities, but they can't find their own president. Who knows if he might have survived if he had gotten the help on time. This is the priority we are talking about. They do all sorts of things, wasting billions on things that won't add anything to the economy, but little things that will help the economy and the people, they can't invest on them. Look at the insecurity in the north. Look at the water shortage they are experiencing in the north. They can't even afford portable drinking water in the 21st century. But the government will spend trillions constructing one project. The government will rather spend billions abroad buying SUVs, Toyotas for custom and political office holders when they have local manufacturers in Nigeria. No European country, even Western country or Asian country, will buy from another country when they have local manufacturers in their country. That is the only way they can boost and support their country economic activities. In Nigeria, people are losing their jobs. Many companies here have left Nigeria. More will follow. The ones still operating are operating at a loss. They are lamenting about their losses running into billions of naira. Even Dangote is not left out. He lamented that they made a huge mistake devaluing the naira because many companies borrowed money in foreign currencies. Now that the naira has lost its value, they are losing a lot trying to service those loans. The funny thing about the administration is that they want Nigerians to bear the brunt of their failed policies, also finance their lifestyle. Leaders ought to live by examples that is worth emulating by their citizens. A government cannot be living a large and an extravagant lifestyle and can't afford to pay a living wage. The government is saying that they can only pay 48,000 naira as minimum wage. That's a huge insult, considering the fact that the wage cannot buy a bag of rice in this economy. Tinubu administration has the largest federal executive council with 48 ministers. This is the largest in the history of this country. The welfare of these ministers is being taken care of with the public money, but they cannot pay the people working out themselves to make the money a reasonable minimum wage. Let's not even forget that there are more than 60 persons employed in the presidency as special advisors. Let's go back to the Argentine president. Javier Milei started by reducing the cost of governance. That is why he was able to achieve what he achieved. But Tinubu increased the cost of governance. He has a hugely overbloated government. Do you know how much was budgeted for ordinary car park in the National Assembly? A car park that will be used by less than 1,000 people. They budgeted 4 billion naira. In contrast, they budgeted 1 billion naira in building hostels in federal universities, where we have close to 1 million or even more students that attend federal universities in Nigeria. 1 billion for them and 4 billion for less than 1,000 car owners. Isn't this laughable? Where is the priority? I can go on and mention the numerous wastage and incompetency of this administration. You can see why we are where we are. Yet, they will turn around and start blaming ordinary Nigerians for causing the issue we are facing in this country. They will start supporting their oppressors and telling Nigerians to give them more time. How can more time help? If you don't plant maize today, you cannot have maize tomorrow. If you want to put people out of poverty, give them education, give them enabling environment, and they will thrive. When Obama came to power, he gave every American families $200 to $300 to spend in the American economy. When Tinubu came to power, he started taxing everyone, while his handlers turned around to blame Buhari for handling a very poor economy to Tinubu. Shouldn't he be aware of how broken the economy is? Shouldn't he have gone ahead to repair the broken economy? Rather, he created more poor people by taxing them. It does not work that way. Thanks for watching.